So you've bought a template in Webflow and you think, what the hell, where the hell do I go to edit this, to take this out, to move this around? It can look a little bit daunting. So I've been working with a student recently in a Webflow project. So he's an entrepreneur, he's bought a Webflow theme and he's wanting to just make it his own, you know, chop out sections, write his own copy, move some things around. Although what he found was a problem that he had was he's purchased the theme, he's never used Webflow before, he has some experience in coding but not necessarily with websites. So there's a bit of a challenge there that I'm going to try and teach him how to do that with no Webflow experience whatsoever. And I think the thing about Webflow is, unless you've used something like it before, any design tool like Canva or something that has the same layer based or a similar interface that it has, it's going to look very, very daunting. It's not a normal website editor where you can just go in and change stuff. It does have that functionality, but you do have to have a good understanding of your way around it, how to navigate it, what to look for in what menu and so forth. So this is just a bit of a snippet from that session, so I hope you find this useful. But what I went through with our student was just a bit of an action plan on the steps that we would take to, first of all, just remove all of the sections that we don't need. So removing all the pages and sections that we don't want, because he was only wanting to do one page, stripping everything out that we don't need that's being referenced, because it's only going to slow your site down. And I'm going to do another website about site speed, as I've learned quite a lot in the last few months of working with a client on this. So I'll cover that in another video. But yeah, that was one of the first steps, that just to filter out and delete and just organise everything that you don't need. The next step was just to familiarise yourself with the interface, so where you go to edit the actual sections of the site and how this template is actually broken down and how you can start to manipulate those sections. So this is just a little snippet from that session. So I hope you find this useful, and it seems like Webflow themes have been a bit more well received here on my channel, so I'm going to try and do more of those in the future, hence this one. So thanks for watching. I just wanted to start by going into Webflow, looking at how it's set up and how we can refresh the theme, and just generally look over the interface, because the design bit, when you first start to look at it, it does look a little bit intimidating, and it is quite different to ones out there. Like you said, it's easy to make mistakes, and I just wanted to go over, start with the basics really, if that sounds okay with you.
After my chat with you, I just left it aside.
Say that again, sorry.
Chat with you during the week, I just left it to the side because the fucking ball-ache on my website.
It's easily done to make mistakes, and yeah, it's not an easy tool to pick up. So is this in the template at the moment then?
I think so. I fucked it up. I was meant to delete it, but when getting rid of it, it's just jumped over there for some odd reason.
It's okay. How much those bullet points you added in there? How different? I mean, how much of the content have you put into the original template? Have you done quite a bit of work on it?
Okay, basically that's the original template there.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you go down here, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want the images there. I just want to put some text there. I want to get rid of these three things here. Edit that. Get rid of that. Get rid of them two. Leave LinkedIn. Leave X. Get rid of the cart.
Yeah.
I've edited all that text. Edit all that text. Edit that text.
Yeah. You've not
and just change these into like simple images.
Okay.
And just edit the text in these sections, and just all these little crappy these little crappy bits here.
Yeah. Just delete that. Yeah.
Yeah, delete that and delete all these, and just like change the text there.
Yeah.
Keep post section there, because I'm keeping updates on blogs.
Yeah.
This ready to take off. Change that there, but I don't like
all that out. Yeah.
I don't like this whole fucking madness going on here. It looks like I've had too much cocaine.
Yeah, they like their big complex footers in Webflow, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I just want to change some of these. That's it, really. And basically, when you go
yeah,
here about what the company's about, meet the team.
yeah,
I want to keep that. Just edit some of that.
yeah. What we'll do, we'll go into the copy of the template rather than the template, just so, like I mentioned, just so you've got that for reference. So if you go back to the left, that W right at the top left again in the design view, so if you go all the way to the top of the screen.
Okay, is that right?
Yeah, that's it. And then if you just go down to dashboard, that's it. Yeah. But so if you go into, if you just click on copy of SolarOne, so we're going to edit the original copy, sorry. Yeah, and if you click open
Okay,
site now.
open site there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're going to do first of all is we're just going to delete all of the other pages that we don't actually need. So like you said, you only want the number 2. So if you go,
Number 3.
yeah, so
Home number 3.
yeah,
I
so
like them all.
yeah, yeah, they're quite good, aren't they? So you can see on the side, that's all the pages that we've currently got. So I was playing around with this yesterday. Unfortunately, you can't bulk select all of the pages, unfortunately, by the looks of it. But it's just a case of going to. So you might want to leave the CMS collection pages. You see that tab where it says CMS collection pages?
Oh, these ones here.
But yeah, you may want to leave some of those as they are, because if you do blog posts or you add anything.
Yeah, I'm going to be updating the blog section on a regular.
So that's what that section is. E-commerce pages.
Not selling a product at all.
No.
Or I don't need a checkout or nothing.
No, we can probably delete that. So you're not going to be selling anything on the site, that no payments or.
No, it's just a really posh online portfolio.
Yeah, so we can probably delete. Yeah, we can probably delete all those, because another thing is when you have lots of you probably maybe know this already, but when you have lots of pages and functionality that you're not using on the site, there's code associated with that gets loaded every time the browser.
Yeah, it just slows the shit out of the site down.
Exactly. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
So. Anyway.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll just go into the pages at the top, and we'll just start. So if you click on right at the top in the pages section, right at the top, just click on. Click on where it says intro.
That's pages. Yeah, there you go. That's pages.
Yeah. So you see, just click on intro, and you'll see at the very top. I'm just going to do it on my screen just so I can just see where I'm going to point you.
That'd be much better. See, this for me is a better tutorial than any videos out there on YouTube, because this is how I learn.
Is it? Oh, that's good. I appreciate that. It's it's hard to gauge what people like and how they want to learn, but like you say, everyone's different, aren't they? So once you've clicked on the page, I don't think I can do it because I'm in the preview, but if I do it in my client site, I should be able to see where to point you. Sorry, if you bear with me for 1 second.
It's okay.
My Webflow is.
But if you want a copy of this template and use it for yourself and for your own clients, go ahead. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
It's been paid for anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
If you get a copy of it for free.
Yeah.
I'm one of them guys. If I paid for it and it does what it does for me, and I can put it away. I'm not into selling products.
No, it looks like a great template. To be fair, there's a lot of functions. Right, I found where. So once you've clicked on the page in the left tab, it will highlight it in grey. You see how on my screen, where I've clicked on blog, it's highlighted it in grey.
If I click on
so if you click on like home 1, for example, is it taking me to the actual page? No, I think it's just loading. Is it? Down the bottom.
Come there.
We don't. Okay, if you go to the.
Sorry, that's what I've got it to home too. That's why.
It's not your fault. The Webflow interface, sometimes it's a little unpredictable. Okay. If you just go back. Yeah, and then if you just click on the so on the can you see on my screen? So if I'll just do that again. So if you see where I've got the pages now. So can you see on my screen? I've clicked the page once,
Yeah.
and you see at the top here. There's a settings icon here, right at the top.
Yeah, it says home 3 and then open page settings
Yeah,
next to it in between that and desktop.
yeah, there should be. There was a delete button there, so why is it not? I'll just
Is that
again.
right? I've clicked on home 3 and that's what's popped up when you told me to click on the second.
Yeah, same as mine. It should be a. Just try that one. There was a delete button here. Ah, there we go. So yeah, if you click the page settings button.
I've done that and this has popped up.
So you see right at the top where at the top of this main middle section that's just popped up. You go all the way to the top.
It says general page name, home 3, parent folder, none, slug.
Yeah, so
home.
If you go just above that, you see where the save button is and the close button is. So the save button's in blue.
Yeah, the close button's grey.
And you go to the left of that, you see where there's a little trash can icon.
Yeah, delete this page.
Yeah, so if you go to delete this page, yeah.
Home 3 is the page I want to keep.
Oh, that's right then. Yeah, so we'll do that on another page then. So we'll just click once.
I'll do that on the intro page because I don't even know why the fuck that is there. I hate this intro page.
I think they just make a load of different types of pages, don't they? So that you can just use it how you want, like we're doing. Some people might like that. Yeah. So once you've got the page selected, it's just
okay.
So yeah, just exactly
home 1, delete this page.
Yeah, to the middle page. Yeah. And don't worry about having a copy of it because we've got the original. But we could, if we didn't have the original template, you can restore from backups as well.